Hey y'all, welcome back to the Career Ambassador Corner. Last episode, we went over brainstorming and making a career vision board to help you with your career vision. This episode, I want to build on that career vision that we made and help you find tools to guide you to narrowing down what you want to do. So a very useful tool for you to use if you are attending a university is actually LinkedIn Learning. So you can actually see if your university offers free LinkedIn Learning by going to your career center on campus or scheduling an appointment online, however it works for you. So for me at Texas Women's University, I would go to our career connection services and they could help me set up my LinkedIn Learning account through my university information and using my university account. Additionally, even if you're not attending a university currently, or if you're an alumni and you don't know if your LinkedIn Learning would be free still through university, you can still access LinkedIn Learning for free by using your library. So you just have to go to your local library and get a library card. Using LinkedIn Learning is a really great resource because it's going to help you, looking at your potential career path and your career vision that you set up for yourself and seeing if these skills are skills that you'd be interested in learning and developing. B, seeing if these are things you actually enjoy doing, if you actually enjoy using these skills, and if you enjoy doing this kind of work, using the kind of programs that you'd have to use for these positions. So how to get this set up on your own as a university student, you can just Google LinkedIn Learning. And then on the LinkedIn Learning site, you're going to sign in using your school's credentials. So this will look like your school email, like something.edu. And then you're going to choose your university on the list whenever you're prompted to do that. And then again, it's going to ask you to log in using your school's credentials. So that's probably going to look like whatever you use as a username or student ID to log in and your password. It's going to be the same credentials that you use to access your school's portal. And that should be it. You now have access to LinkedIn Learning. And again, if you have any problems with this or questions or just need help setting it up, like I said, if you attend a university that has a career service center or a career connection center, go there and they will help you set this up. They'll guide you through this and help you get into LinkedIn Learning. If you want to access LinkedIn Learning for free through your library, you can Google LinkedIn Learning Library, and it should take you to the library landing page for LinkedIn Learning, and it will say something like your library invites you to use LinkedIn Learning, and you're just going to click Get Started. And so after you click Get Started, it's going to prompt you to enter in your library card number and a PIN. So now that you're into LinkedIn Learning, how can you use this free resource to help you with your career vision? Again, I think it's best to use an example. So I'm going to use myself as an example here. And we're going to take a look at a few fields that I had put down in my career vision board. And so what you're going to want to do is on the search bar, you're going to see you can search by skills, subject, etc. And I'm going to do a subject search. So let's start with content creation. And when you search this, you can see that various videos are going to come up. Some are going to be just single series videos, so it's just going to be that video alone. And others are going to be labeled part of a course. I recommend checking out the full course because usually that course is completely related to a specific field and helping you advance or get into a field. And these courses look at the skills, tools, software, etc. that you would be needing to use if you want to be like a content creator, for example. We're going to take a look at this course here, Content Creation, Strategy, and Tools. And so when you go through here, what you're going to want to do, look through these videos, look at all the skills that you're going to be learning through this video series, and look at the tools that you'd be learning to use, and think to yourself, is this something I'd want to do every day? Is this something that I'm interested in, passionate about, would enjoy learning, would enjoy doing? All right, another example, let's look at something like social media management. So another series here we have is becoming a social media manager. And again, this is going to list the skills that you're going to be using and the skills that you're going to need. It's going to list the software you're going to use. It will kind of give you an idea of what your job would look like and what it would be like working as a social media manager and refining those skills as a social media manager. So think, is this something I'd want to do? There's another form of videos and content on LinkedIn Learning called learning paths. These are more laid out paths to advancing into a career or entering into a career, and it lays out the skills in an order that you're going to need to enter into these fields or advance in these fields. For example, here is a learning path for becoming a multimedia specialist. So under this learning path, we see that you would learn the essentials of video production and editing. So there you go. Those are the kinds of things you would be doing on the job as a multimedia specialist. So think, is that something I'd want to do? Will understand script writing, video cameras, and lighting gear. Again, think to yourself, do I want to be working with those kind of things? And then you will practice shooting interviews and using video editing software. Again, think, are these skills I want to refine? Are these skills that I would want to be using all the time? So another learning path example is like data analysis. And so when you're looking at these learning paths, the skills that are most used in these areas will be actually listed right next to it. So for example, with data analysis, we have data analytics as a skill that you would need. Or if you want to be a digital marketing specialist, the skills listed are web analytics and search engine optimization. And then we look further down and you'll see the different sections that go over these various skills and things. And then in this one in particular, you can actually earn a certificate when you're done. So if you find something you really enjoy on LinkedIn Learning and you actually want to continue through with the whole program or the whole video series, certain programs and video series or paths will have certifications that you can earn on LinkedIn Learning. And these certifications you can put on your resume. So not only are you kind of figuring out if this is something you'd want to do, you're also at the same time helping yourself along in your career journey and your career vision. So another tool on LinkedIn Learning is going to be called Role Guides, and this can be found under Browse. And so under these role guides, you can take your possible career paths and actually see the skills that will be needed. And there's different categories for different kinds of careers. So there's business, creative, and technical. So for us, let's look at under business, human resource specialist. So under human resource specialist role guide, we're going to see where to get started. And you can see the top courses for this role. So this could be skills that you're going to be needing in this role, what you'd be doing, what it would look like. And then you can see learn from peers and experts. And also you can get certified. So you could, if this is something you are interested in, you could add this to your resume. And if you scroll down a little bit more, you can see top resource specialist skills, and it will show you the skills that you'd be needing. So like performance management, talent management, HR management, human resource information systems. And then if you click on those, you can actually see videos that will help you and explain these skills. And then if you go down a little bit more, there's go in depth with learning paths. Again, those are those learning paths we talked about earlier. Now that you have all these tools and these resources on LinkedIn Learning, feel free to look around and explore different areas too. So going back to that, career vision board, all those possible fields that you're interested in or possible job titles, go explore them and see what it's like doing those things and those skills. And I hope this video helped you. And again, please comment below if you have anything that you would like to see from the Career Ambassador Corner, any topics you'd like us to discuss, if you want any guests to come on. Have us reach out to other departments at Texas Women's University. So yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Career Ambassador Corners.